Hi, Cold Warrior 78 again. I want to talk about a homestead project that I recently completed and an issue that came up with it. Any of you that have chickens have probably looked around the internet and seen different chicken tractor designs, and there's a guy named Justin Rhodes that has he calls it a chicken Chickshaw, a chicken rickshaw kind of thing. So think bigger wheels, easy to move around. He uses a electric netting to keep the poultry in one little place, nest boxes and stuff. Okay, so chicken Chickshaw, great idea. You can even get the plans, the specific plans from his website. If you're interested in doing chickens out on the pasture, absolutely ought to go see his website. And there are several other guys on the internet who have done modifications to that. I chose to follow a plan more along the lines of the guys at the Gilbrook Farms. So mine wasn't wide and narrow, mine was more narrow width-wise and longer. 6 1/2 dozen of another, just a matter of how you were going to use it. But the key to any of those designs are big wagon wheels. And the original design that Justin had lists marathon 24 or 26-inch wheels, and they were big spoke like bicycle wheels kind of thing. Well, they don't make those anymore. This is what they make. It's got a plastic spoke frame, and they are listed as garden cart tires, 200 and something pound capacity each. Now, I don't know about your garden, but mine is on a steep hill. I use a garden cart like I use a wheelbarrow, up and down, carrying stuff around. 2 wheels ought to be able to carry 400 pounds. You're only putting 60 pounds worth of chickens in there at a time. The whole structure weighs about 90 pounds. You know, you're well under the capacity of one wheel to hold that up. Well, here's the problem that Marathon has with their plastic spoke. It flopped over in the sun. It wasn't on pasture a week, and this thing gave out, and just literally it was 90 degrees flat on the ground when I replaced it. Okay, both of them just bent to that side. When I contacted Marathon about it with okay, now what are you going to do about it, because these things were not cheap tires, I got a bunch of well, first off, I got a sales rep, customer service person. She was reasonable. Then she fed me, by way of their engineer, a bunch of engineering gobbledygook about vertical loading. Horse shit. Excuse my French, but horse shit. If it's designed for a garden, it's not designed for an absolutely level plane. Gardens are tilted, gardens are not flat, gardens have ruts. So you are vertical loading, axially loading, transverse loading, torsionally loading. You're stressing this thing in every dimension possible. If it can't hold even a partial load because one wheel's a little bit higher than the other and they fall over, that's a sorry ass design. I'm sorry, there's just no way to make that nice. So to Marathon's credit, they did the best they could. They gave me the biggest steel wheel tire they had. The problem is it's 8 inches shorter than this one. So if you do the math, when you have an axle, see if you can see that, the axle's here in the middle, all right? So you take something that's shorter than this, this is a 24-inch wheel. So you put a 16-inch wheel on here, you're taking 8 inches off of that. So that means 4 inches on the top, 4 inches on the bottom. That whole thing's a lot lower. The geometry of a Chickshaw, of a chicken rickshaw, is all based on how high that axle is, where you put the front handle, and are you dragging anything, and it's all based on how high the axle is up off the ground. It's designed for a 24-inch wheel. That thing's designed to be 12 inches up off the ground. You put it on a 16-inch wheel, It's now 8 inches off the ground. It's 4 inches lower than it was. Throws the whole geometry of the thing off. It took an excellent project that I was really, really proud of, and brought it down to the category of it's barely adequate. And I hate that because I don't do barely adequate crap. So thanks, Marathon. You did your best, but your best was inadequate. So if you're going to make a rickshaw for chickens, follow Justin Rhodes' design. Everything's great. Don't go to Marathon for your wheels. There are other people out there that advertise that they have Chickshaw kinds of wheels. Haven't dealt with them, but if it isn't a steel, at least steel spoke or solid steel wheel with a rubber tire on it, don't do it. The plastic just is inadequate to the job. Okay? So I hope that helps somebody not make the mistake that I made. Do the best you can, and keep hunting to find an adequate wheel, because the wheels are the key to the system to making it easy to move around. Okay, that's Cold Warrior 78. Yeah, we're not all perfect. We make mistakes. I understand that. I just hate when things get screwed up because of somebody else's issues. So, thanks a lot for listening. Bye-bye.